You've been showing up for everybody else, showing up for everyone, holding it together. But underneath all that strength is just exhaustion. You're just tired. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You are probably just suppressing your needs because somewhere along the line, someone told you that they didn't matter. This video isn't just a list, it's also a mirror because I've analyzed myself. I've gone through the problems of suppressing my needs and people pleasing and the whole nine. So, and maybe finally, just maybe, you'll see a little bit of yourself. So let's get into it. Well, first things first is why does this happen? Well, how do we get to this point that we're suppressing our needs? A lot of the time this happens or stems from when we were childhood. Be the helper, always be there for everybody else. Be the low maintenance one, be the strong one, be likable, be all of these things but yourself. You start ignoring your feelings to keep the peace. You start saying that I'm fine when in reality your inside is screaming. You become everything for everyone, but nothing for yourself. This isn't weakness, right? This is our survival. This is what we know. This is how we grew up. This is who we are. It's not weakness. It's how we are. It's our survival. But it's time to break away from that survival. Start thriving. Start reclaiming our voice and becoming us again. Okay, so we're going to jump into some signs that you are suppressing your needs. These are signs from me. I've analyzed my own life through therapy and time. It's taken me some time to come up with these. One is that you feel guilty when you rest. This is big. I still struggle with this. I think a lot of people do when they're in this ambition space and just, driven is whenever I'm resting, whenever I'm with family, whenever I'm with my girlfriend, whenever I'm out, just enjoying my time. I'm always thinking of, I can do more. Why am I here? I could be putting time into this thing to help grow this thing, to do this so that I can put myself here. I'm not actually resting because my mind is shooting 1,000 times per hour. So I'm not actually enjoying the time. I'm not actually resetting myself. So it's that constant drive. It's that constant of, I don't know how to rest. Number two is you say yes even when you mean no. No matter what's going on in your personal life, no matter how you feel, if you're overwhelmed, work's getting crazy, life's getting crazy, and on top of that, you're trying to build something, you're going to the gym, you're doing these things, you always say yes to whatever it is. You fear disappointing others over betraying yourself. So you will always sacrifice what you need to help other people. Number three, you feel resentment for others and you're not sure why. You always show up for people who wouldn't do the same for you. This one was really important to me. Is I always be there for people that wouldn't do the same. If someone, and I still do that, if someone will reach out that I haven't spoken to in X amount of time, and I will drop everything and go help them. But I know if I did the same, they wouldn't do the same for me. Number four, you feel numb or emotionally disconnected. You're not numb. You're just. There's so much going on. You're overextended. You're overwhelmed. You're being stretched so thin that there's just this little bit of you left, right? Because you're stretched so far because you're putting your energy over here, over here, over here, and you're leaving nothing for yourself. You minimize your own pain. You minimize your feelings, right? You always say, at least something I always say is, other people have it worse. Other people have it worse than I do. So why should I be feeling this way? But that doesn't matter. You are allowed to hurt. You are allowed to feel pain. There is a cost for suppressing your needs. Now that cost is outside, everything looks great. Outside, you're doing these things, you're helping people, right? Everything looks good because you're extending yourself everywhere else. But you're inside, you feel nothing. It's empty because there's nothing left for you. I mean, you lost your voice, your identity. You might even lose your peace a little bit because you've been whoever the world needed you to be, not who you needed you to be. Does that make sense? So we talked about the problems, we talked about the cost, but how do we bring it back? How do we start reclaiming our voice? How do we start bringing it back to me, to you? First things first is you have to start saying no when you don't want to, or when it doesn't resonate with you, or you just don't have the time. You can't keep stretching yourself so thin. You need to start saying no. There's so many things to happen in your life still, and you're still saying yes to everything. No matter how small, no matter how big, if it stresses you out just saying yes or even thinking about saying yes, you need to start saying no. You need to cut it off. Second part to this is validate your feelings, right? Is you are allowed to feel a certain way because your feelings are real, right? You feel this way. That's a real thing. So you validate them. No one else can validate your feelings but yourself. So validate them, feel them, heal them, and move on. Ask yourself this daily: what do I need today? Not what others need, not what your girlfriend needs, not what your parents need. What do you need today? What is going to help you today? And do that thing. Because when you stop abandoning yourself, you start to grow. You start to thrive. Everything kind of comes back to you and you keep growing. You're not broken. You've just been suppressing your needs for so long that it's finally starting to catch up with you. So take a deep breath, relax. We're going to get through this. If this did speak to you, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to Uncharted Potential, because this is where we grow. This is where we challenge us. This is where we challenge ourselves to become better. So either way, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.